What is next generation? Palo Alto is called NGFW, Next Generation Firewall. So what is next generation? Anyone? Don't hesitate to speak.
It
I
is
want
advanced
this
level
to be more
firewall.
interactive. Yeah, yeah. Go
Advanced
ahead.
level firewall.
Sorry, which firewall, bro?
Advanced level.
Advanced level, correct. So what is advanced level?
It's inspecting packets level and using advanced filters like file blocking, vulnerability, and app ID, some other basic features.
Yeah, correct. Perfect. Are you guys aware about UTM? Anyone aware about UTM?
Unified threat management, right?
Yes,
Unified
correct.
threat management.
So, sorry?
Unified threat management.
Yes, perfect. So what is difference between next generation firewall and UTM? So, okay, let's start then. Next generation firewall is earlier firewall were port aware. Next generation firewall have more capable. It has capability to identify application, app ID, user ID. It can identify the user and content ID. Okay, this is the main feature. Even we had feature in UTM as well. What is UTM? Unified treatment, all kind of inspection at one place. Earlier we have IDS, IPS separate device for antivirus separate device, which all kind of thing we can achieve from firewall. But UTM was doing one by one. And next generation firewall, what it does in one go, it do all kind of inspection, so it enhance the performance. Okay, so Palo Alto having some a specific feature that is called SP3. I'll cover it later. Single pass parallel processing, single pass parallel processing. The three time P is coming, that's why it's called SP3. Okay, so I'll cover this later. I'll start from very basic only, how we work on CLI, how we work on the GUI, and I'll give you the intro of that, and I'll create some policy and I'll show you. Okay.
Is this SP3 is proprietary or something?
Yes, it's a Palo Alto proprietary.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So I'm not going to run slide today because I have already done. But what I expect, you guys should have some basic understanding of network on OSI layer should be clear to everyone. Routing basic layer should be clear to everyone. That is a basic requirement prerequisite for this class. Okay. And this section I have already taken. So I'll quickly jump to the lab. Now I'll come to the Palo Alto firewall and I'll start from here only, from firewall. By default, once we log into the firewall, username and password is admin. Okay, admin, admin, username and passwords. I'll type username password is admin and admin. It will prompt to change the password. So what would be the old password is admin only. Next password I'll give admin at the rate 123. Admin at the rate 123. I'll do one thing. I'll take it 29.43. I got the management IP. I'll take this session in the putty 192.168.29.43. Why it's not coming up? 1 second. Let me take in the putty. Then I can increase the font size. 192.168.29. 43. Password is username is admin and password is admin@123. Okay. I'll increase the font size to 14 or 16 so this would be clearly visible to all of you. In Palo Alto, we have two modes. So first we'll understand what is this one. This one is username. Username is admin and this is the host name. The PAVM is the host name of the device. And if it is appearing like this, it means it's in operational mode. And if it is appearing like this one, so it is in configuration mode. In Palo Alto Firewall in CLI, we have two mode. One is operational mode and one is configuration mode. In operational mode, we can run operational related command. To view information about the firewall in configuration mode, we can run configuration related commands. So if I want to go to the configuration mode, I can type here configure. Okay, so it will appear like hash. So it means we are in configuration mode. If you want to change the mode, you can type simply exit and you will go to the operational mode. Here we can run so, and let's suppose I typed here sh and if I'll type tab, so it will auto complete the command. Okay, so if I want to see the source system, so syst, and if I'll type tab, it will auto complete. And I want to see there is two option. If you click on tab, it will give the next option. Yeah, you can put question mark as well. Okay, so I want to see the info of the device, so I can type the info. So it will give the complete information about the device. What is the host name of the device? What is the IP address of the device? What is the net mask, gateway, IP from where we got this IP? From DHCP I got the IP, MAC address of the device. Each and everything will get uptime of the device. So every detail about device will get it from here. Let's suppose I want to do filter because there are lots of so I want to see only IP address of the device. So what I can do, I'll create a filter instead of seeing entire output. I can simply filter with IP address and it will only display the IP address related like public IP address. So wherever IP address will match, it will display that command. If I want to clear the screen, let's suppose there are too much output on the screen. If I want to clear it, I'll type Control L and it will simply clear the screen. Okay. If I want to ping, if I want to ping any of the IP, what is the command to ping? Let's suppose if I want to ping global DNS 8.8.8.8, what is the command?
Execute ping.
Execute ping correct invert in FortiGate.
Sorry, oh,
So
sorry.
anyone else in Palo Alto? So let's suppose if I want to ping anything, I have to ping and I'll type double tap. So in double tap, I will get all the option. What all option are available? I want to change some. I want to give some count. How many count I want to send that interval, bypass routing and all. All are plus means these are the extra information. But if we Ganesh, it's not correct. I'll tell you. Ping only. Ping host. I need to. Here it's a star. A star means mandatory. So I need to add host. Ping host 8.8.8.8 and ping is not reachable. But we have to have now it's reachable. So if we want to, so in every devices in Cisco, if you are working, there is simple command F5, there is ping and IP, give the IP, it will work. But here we have to add mandatory host. If you want to specify source, then what is the command? Ping source, and you need to give the IP of the source. Let's suppose I am giving IP of the in any of the interface, and then I can run host and 8.8.8.8. It will not take because 1.1 is not a valid IP of the device. So I can, but if you want to specify the source, how I can do that? Same command, let's suppose I want to see the management IP. So interface management. So it will give the only management IP. Okay, it will give the management information. Let's suppose I am in configuration mode, and here what option will get? I'll do the question mark, check, commit, copy, delete, edit, means kind of configuration related command will get in the configuration mode. But if I want to ping from here, ping host 8.8.8, it will show you syntax error. It will not take this command. So if we want to run something, operational related command from the configuration mode, we have to add run in a prefix. Like in Cisco, we use do, correct? Do so run if you want, if I am configuration mode and I want to see the configuration do so run. Yeah, if you want to see the IP do so interface brief, kind will run in the Cisco, correct? If anyone, any one of you already working on the Palo Alto, oh sorry, Cisco, you must be aware about this thing, correct?
Yes. Yeah, correct. In
So
config mode, we have to done do right.
yeah, but here the command is
Run.
run. So after doing run, and who has joined from Geome? Bro, can you please unmute yourself? Yeah, type your name. Run ping 8.8.8.8. Okay, and have to add here host as well. Correct. So after adding run, you can run operational related command from the CLI or from the configuration mode. If you want to, let's suppose, see the source system info from here. Source system info. It will not take invalid syntax. What should I need to add? Run source system info. Then it will take the command of the operational mode. Okay. So this is the basic output. And if you want to, let's suppose any command, so interface management, it will not take interface management run. So interface management, you will, if you'll add run, so it will take. If I want to switch the, I can type exit, I'll go to the operational mode. If you want to the clear, it will clear the screen. Let's suppose you forgot the command, you are unable to recall the command. What is the command to recall the command? We have one option in Palo Alto, that is find command. Okay, so if you run find command, it will display all the command related to the which we can run, thousands of command, thousands and lakhs of command. It will give you the we can run, but that would be very much difficult. How you identify which command you need to run? Then we have option keyword. So let's suppose I want only show related command, so I'll type show running and keyword, and it will display only show related command. Okay, if I want a interface related command, so I'll type here interface, and it will display all the interface related commands. So that's how we can define that. So in there are two mode. One is in CLI access, CLI access mode. There are two modes: operational mode and configuration mode. Operational mode, user application mode to view information about firewall, the traffic running through. And Palo Alto Firewall, if you want to reboot and all, we can run from the operational related. When log into firewall, the first it come to the operational mode only. By typing configuration, CON FIGURE, you can go to the configuration mode. If you want to switch the mode of configured to operational, you can type quit exit. It will go to the previous mode. If you want to execute something, we need to run the you need to go to the configuration only. It's appear like hash is configuration mode of, and this one symbol is operational, greater than symbol is for operational. Use operational mode to view information about firewall. Use configuration mode to view and modify the configuration. Okay, there are some symbol of key. Star is mandatory, indicate the option is required. This one is indicate the either. There are additional command, we can add that, plus indicate the options, what options we are available. In Cisco, we have option to include pi section include, and here it's a match command we run. Tab key to automatically commit the command. Exit for switch, exit and quit switch from configuration mode to operational mode. Using run to run operational mode command while. So I'll share this PDF to all of you. Okay, commit to save the configuration. So whatever configuration, whenever you'll do, you have to do the commit, else it will not work. What is the use of commit? I'll explain it later. Okay, anyone having any query, then I'll quickly jump to the GUI. Anyone? Ganesh? ID admin @123 admin. What is the command? Admin @123. So this is the how GUI looks like. So by using HTTPS and IP, I can log into the firewall. Okay, I'll first show you how we can change the management IP. Okay, then we'll go further. So how we can change the management IP? I'll come here, set device config, system. By default type is DHCP. So first I'll make it static, and now I'll assign the static IP. So command is set, and it's a device related. So device configuration and system, and I'll change the IP address. So IP address, and I'll give the IP address is 192.168.29. Let's suppose 50 I'm taking, 50/24. Okay, 50, and then I have to here net mask, and net mask is, let's suppose I'm taking 255.255.255.0. See, I here I have option to give the gateway as well, default gateway. So I can add it from here as well. And if you want to hit enter, yeah, in next line you want to give the system and default gateway. From here also you can give the default gateway. Default gateway is, let's suppose 192.168.29.1. That is done. So until unless if you will not commit, it will not come into the effect. So I have to do the commit. Okay. So that's how we change the our management IP address of the device. That is very simple. I'll go to the GUI. What is GUI and what is CLI? So if I'll replace it, now it will not work. Why it's not working? Now it's not taking IP. Because since I have changed my IP address, so put is also disconnected, and CLI GUI is also disconnected. So now I need to use next IP, and next IP is updated IP 29.50. So I'll using 29.50, I'll log into the firewall admin at the rate 123. And Palo Alto GUI looks like this. Here we have one tab is called dashboard, then ACC, application command center, then monitor, then policy, object, network, and devices. So I'll start from device. So here we'll get the insert term if you want to change the host name and all. Let's suppose I'm giving test firewall. You can name it like this, test firewall. Okay. If you want to, let's suppose take the configuration and all, I'll cover it later. Let's suppose if you want to change the main GUI, let's suppose if you want to change the logo of the Palo Alto, that also we can change. I'll explain first dashboard, then we'll quickly jump to the policy, how we can create the policy and all. So am I too fast? And are you guys getting me? Anyone having any query? Anyone?
No.
See,
No, it's
now
fine.
it's fine, correct? So you guys can stop me anytime, okay? If you have any query, if you are not getting me, so you can stop and ask, okay? Here you can say that's how now it's ITS skill path logo is appearing. So I can change the device logo. We have option that. So if you want to put your organization logo or something like that, you can do that. Now we'll come to the dashboard. Here in dashboard, it's kind of overall view of the firewall. If you want to set that, so in dashboard, let's suppose I want to see. I have now three column, three, one, two, three. If I want only two column, I can select two column. Okay. One second, someone pinging me. Two column means it will only appear in two column. If you want to in three column, so based on our requirement, let's suppose you are more comfortable with the three column, you can select three column. If you want to don't want system log, you can delete it from. If you want to add some interface detail, you can add it here. So based on the requirement, you can organize this thing and you can view the dashboard. Means complete overview of the firewall. You can see it from the dashboard. Okay. We have option here. First option is this is for the, let's suppose we have created some object and all, and if you want to do the global search, you can search it from here. Configuration difference from here, we can do that. There is a log. Let's suppose this is a firewall and four administrator is working at same time, so they can put a log, and after that they can put a log. Let's suppose same time simultaneously working and doing commit, so it may create conflict. So let's suppose I am working, so I'll put a log, and once my part is done, I can unlock it. So if I have taken the log, other administration will not able to perform the commit. What is commit? I'll explain next. Then commit, I'll explain means whenever we do the configuration, until unless will not commit, it will not work. Here we can, from here we can change the language. Task means if any task is running, that we can see any notification related, you will get it from here. Username is admin. It's if you want to log out, you can log out from here, and last login when I did that, it's appear here. Okay. There are 7 tab in Palo Alto. First one is a dashboard. In ACC application command center, if you want to generate some reporting and all, if you want to see the top talker of the organization, that things you can see it from the ACC. Okay. Monitor, I'll cover this later during the class. Since we have only 1.5 class, we have to cover all the topic. So that's why I'm little bit fast. Once I'll be doing the classes, I'll go little slow initially. But still, you guys have any issue, you can stop me. Monitor, if you want to see the logs, related traffic, threat, URL, wildfire, all kind of logs will appear in the monitor section. Policy, if you want to create a security policy, NAT policy, quality of services policy, with forwarding, decryption, tunnel inspection, all kind of policy we create in the policy section. By default, we get two policy. One is intra-zone policy and one is inter-zone default. So what is difference between intra-zone and inter-zone? What is intra-zone? Anyone? It's not too technical.
Two different zones, right?
Intra-zone, correct? So there intra-zone means same zone and inter-zone means two different zone. Okay. So what is the zone? It's kind of logical grouping of interfaces. So Palo Alto zone-based firewall means two different zone path. We have two policy. Two different zone is always deny and same zone is always allow. Okay. So that is two policy we have. Now, if you want to create NAT policy, also here we have NAT policy option. What is the requirement of NAT? For NAT, we have a 3 to 4 class. Okay. Security policy, in every class I'll create a security policy. So if you are working on any of the organization as a layer 2 and layer 3, 70-80% task is related to creating policy and checking the logs. There would be only use of these two tabs. So Sudalai, you are already working as a L2. Which type of task do you get on day-to-day basis? I'm assuming you will get 80% of task is seeing the log, viewing the log, and creating policy, correct? Hello, Sudalai. Sorry, Sam Sundaram.
Yeah, you are correct. As per the user request, we're creating, modifying the existing role or new rules.
Existing policy and new policy, that is 80-90% of task. So we get as a L2 engineer. So if you learn every class, I'll create a policy. If you learn how to create a policy, 80% task is done. Okay. Rest of the 20% that will ask. But if you are appearing in interview, they will ask everything. Okay, but in day-to-day task, you'll get how to check the log and how to create a policy. That is the only task you will perform on day-to-day basis. And then we have option of object where we create address group, services. So all kind of object we created from here, profiles, antivirus profile, anti-spyware. So Palo Alto has the capability to identify the content. So based on the content, it do the content inspection. So what is content? Let's suppose if I want to block credit card information, if someone want to share the content, so I can create a data filtering. I don't want anyone can send outside a PDF file. I can create file blocking for all of the any of the, let's suppose our system is infected NTS spyware, so we can through NTS spyware we can identify that. So for this also we have 2 3 class. Okay, even we have option to create a custom application. So I'll cover this as well. Then we'll come to the network. What is network? What do you guys understand by network? Means interface, IP, routing, VLAN, zone, even tunnel we create from the network tab. And device I have already explained, system related information, high availability configuration, certificate, syslog, user ID, software update, everything comes under the device. Okay. Any questions, anyone? till here. So I have system widget. I have taken that what is the ACC risk factor. So what is the meaning of that? What is the use of log? So configuration log that administrator has set logged in. So what are the option? I have created one PDF file. I'll share it you guys. So you can go through it. What now we'll do the configuration. Basic configuration, how we do that. Till here, anyone having any question? Satish, what is company network? I didn't get you. Uh, someone joined through using Xiaomi. Can you please, bro, unmute? Yeah, ping your name. Hello. 221220RN861. Can you please unmute? Yeah, type your name in the chat. Else I'll remove you from the meeting, bro. I asked you many times. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Now let's, yeah.
Sir, I have some question, but not
Yeah, yeah.
related to this class.
Mm-hmm.
मेरी कंपनी में फोर्टिनेट का फायरवॉल है। मुझे
Mm-hmm.
उसमें कुछ एक इशू आ रहा था कि कभी कभी क्या हो रहा है कि मेरे 4 सेगमेंट्स में आईपी फुल हो जाता है,
Mm-hmm.
शो करता है। तो उस चीज के लिए फायरवॉल में जब हम पुश करते हैं तभी जाके वो कुछ हो पाता है, फिर फायरवॉल ऑटोमेटिक डीएचसीपी में लेना स्टार्ट करता है। तो ऐसा क्या कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करे कि मेरी जो आईपी है वो डीएचसीपी में ऑटोमेटिक लेती रहे और किसी एक पर्टिकुलर डिवाइस को वो मतलब कि वो हमेशा आईपी नहीं रहे, आईपी आईपी रिलीज कर दे वो कुछ देर में, मतलब 1 दिन या 2 दिन, ऐसा कुछ टाइम सेट करना है या फिर
I'm
कैसे
not
हो
getting
सकता
your
है?
question. I need to understand bro topology क्या है. So FortiGate firewall means which IP is taking? It's kind of object created. Yeah, you are talking about management IP.
मैनेजमेंट आईपी।
So management IP, it should be ideally a static IP. So,
सर
uh-huh,
मेरे कंपनी में 4 सेगमेंट है, 8 9 10 11, टोटल
uh,
थाउजेंड्स ऑफ आईपी है, ठीक है,
uh-huh,
राइट। तो हमने 2 सेगमेंट्स को, एक 8 और 9 को, सपोज दैट 8 और 9 को हमने डीएचसीपी कर रखा है, बाकी 2 को हमने स्टैटिक कर रखा है।
okay,
आईपी में जैसे कि 2 आईपी 8 और 9 है तो ऑटोमेटिक वो ले लेते हैं। समटाइम
okay.
क्या
So,
होता है कि डिवाइस रिजर्व कर लेते हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे डिवाइसेस हैं कि रिजर्व कर लेते हैं और वो
uh-huh.
रिलीज नहीं कर पाते। इसकी वजह से जो नए डिवाइसेस होते हैं ऑटोमेटिक वो नहीं कनेक्ट कर पाते, उसकी वजह से मुझे डीएनएस फ्लश करना पड़ता है या फिर कुछ और भी बार बार प्लग इन प्लग आउट या
we
डिसेबल
we
इनेबल
we
नेटवर्क
have
को
to
करना
we
पड़ता
have to change the system setting. So we can discuss one to one. So there are many people. So
है।
that would be too advanced for the them.
या
So let's go step by step, and for this we
श्योर
can
श्योर श्योर
connect
श्योर
one to
श्योर
one. Okay.
श्योर श्योर श्योर, व्हाई नॉट।
Okay.
थैंक यू।
Anyone having any question related to this which we have already discussed?
This also I missed half an hour. So
No
recording
worry.
is available.
Yeah, recording is available and recording is
From where
lifetime
can I get
available.
this?
I'll share you the link. Okay.
Sure, sure. Thank
You
you so
can
much,
ping
sir.
me. I'll give you. So
Okay.
now I'm going to do the basic configuration. If I'm saying basic configuration means how we assign the interface IP. So as of now, I have taken three zone, means three interfaces. This one is connected to my internet, so I'll name it as a untrust zone. 1 by 3 is connected to my DMZ side, means connected to a public hosted server, it's DMZ, and this one is connected to my internal network, enterprise network. So I'll name it as a trust zone. Okay, so I'll do the configuration. Anyone aware about DMG? What is the DMG? अमित समझ आ रहा है आपको? What is DMG?
Demilitarized zone, right?
Yeah, demilitarization. So it's a full form. What is the use case of why you call DMG? So see, whatever zone we are creating in the Palo Alto, it's a kind of logical. So it's not like if I want to give that, I can only give the trust zone. Yeah, only I need to give the untrust at DMG. Based on the your convenient and nomenclature of the organization, you can give the name of the zone. Ideally, we keep it logical. So let's suppose I have given the name, I left the organization. If someone will come tomorrow, they can understand by name what is the, let's suppose this is connected to internet and you are giving as a trust zone. So generally we give the trust means we are trusting the network on LAN segment. Yeah, some application segment we can give that. So we try to give the logical name. Okay. So this interface 1 by 2 is connected to interface, and here I'll take a IP is 11.1.1.1/24. IP of this interface 1 by 2. 1 by 3 I'll take 192.168.1.1/24. Okay. And 1 by 1 for the DMG zone interface. Okay. So let's start the configuration. I'll configure first Ethernet 1 by 1. I'll click on Ethernet 1 by 1. You guys need to focus how we do the basic configuration. Ethernet 1 by 1. I'll change the mode is layer 3. Virtual router is default. And I'll create the security zone. Security zone is 1 by 1 is a trust. So I'll name it as a trust. It's connected to a trust zone. So I'll name it as a trust. If you want to give the LAN zone, yeah, let's suppose it's Amit zone, Sumit zone, whatever you want to give the name. Let's suppose some applications image residing over there. So you can give the that name as well. Okay, so it's a completely logical name. You can give the name. So let's suppose it's connected to my enterprise network. So I'll give the trust zone. Okay, and I'll go to the IPv4 address. I'll give the IP 10.1.1.1/24. I'll go to the advanced section. In advanced section, I want to allow the management, means I want to allow the ping. So I have to assign the management profile. What is the management profile? You guys need to understand. Let's suppose here I have assigned 110.1.1.1.1. Okay. By default, every services is blocked here. Means even if I try to ping from this PC to this interface, I can't ping that because by default nothing is allowed. Okay. To allow ping, at least if I want to allow, I'll do one thing. First, I'll not assign management profile, then I'll later show you. So it is not allowed. So if I want to allow anything on the interface, we have to create management profile. Okay. So I have assigned the IP. Okay. Then I'll go to the 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the internet connected. So I'll give as a untrust zone. Interface type is a layer 3 I'll take. What are the interface type? We have separate session for the all the types. So in Palo Alto Firewall, there are 4 types of deployment mode. Okay. First one is layer 3, which we are covering today. Second one is layer 2. Third one is V-wire or transparent V-wire mode, and fourth one is tap. Tap is mainly used for the POC. What is the POC? Anyone aware about it? POC? Proof of concept. So we don't use in production. But since we are studying from beginning, from scratch, I'll cover this as well. So mainly you'll find layer 3 in the production. Somewhere you can find vWire as well. And rarely you'll see the layer 2 kind of deployment. In layer 2, what is layer 2? If I'm saying layer 2, what does it mean by layer 2?
Switch.
Yes, means Firewall will act as a switch. So means Palo Alto Firewall is very much flexible. It provide the solution for the all kind of organization, even it's for the small to large enterprise network. Okay. So I'll take it a layer 3 virtual router. What is a virtual router? We have separate 2 to 3 session on the virtual router only. So I'll explain that. Security zone, I'll create a on trust. And next tomorrow class, I'll explain the security zone as well. Trust zone and IPv4 address is 11.1.1/24. Done. Now we'll come to the 1 by 3. Layer 3 default and it's a DMG zone. So I'll create a DMG zone. Okay. IPv4 address is 192.168.1.1/24. That I have assigned the IP and I'll give the one default route. What are the default route use cases? If you anyone aware about default route, what is the use of default route? Anyone?
All the traffics are forward to the gateway.
All the traffic?
Forward to the gateway.
Shoma Sundram. Okay, anyone else? It's not correct.
If
Anyone
any
else?
if any route is not matching, then
Yeah, correct. This one is the current. If any not match, there is not matching to any of the available route, it will take a default route. Correct. So that is the use of default route. So we have done this configuration. First, what I have done, I have created the interface one by one assigned to the trust zone, Ethernet 1 by 2 on trust zone, 1 by 3 DMG zone, and I have assigned this IP. If you come to the zone as well, you'll see here within zone we have assigned the IP, and I have a bus only put at the routing. Now we'll go to the jump on the policy part. Okay. So whenever we do any configuration, it comes under candidate config. I'll first let me create policy. I want to allow internet. So Palo Alto is zone-based firewall. So if I want to allow internet for this PC 10.1.1.1.10, let's suppose I have given IP. So I have to, what would be the source zone? What is the source zone? This interface I called into the trust zone. So source zone would be the trust, and I want to go to the internet. Let's suppose here is the server is hosted on internet. So this interface is a part of untrust. So I have to create trust zone to untrust zone, and this is the D zone, destination zone. How we create? And firstly, I want to allow. Let's suppose first I will allow the all the internet traffic. Then we'll create some restrictions. I'll go to here. I'll I'll type allow internet. Source zone is trust and destination is untrust. And as of now, I'm allowing all the application services logit session in. That is done. One more thing is missing. What is that? If if you want to allow internet in any of the machine, there are few things need to be taken care. There must be default route, which we have already created. In Palo Alto Firewall, there must be allow policy, allow security policy, correct? In allow security policy, DNS must be allowed, and there would be the NAT policy. Without NAT, we can't go to the internet. Public, private IP can't survive the internet. So how, why NAT is necessary? So for NAT we have 4 class. I'll not go to the detail what is the use of PNU and how we create the netting. I'll quickly do the netting to allow the internet, and we'll do this later. Okay, so I have done the netting. Now every time if you want to do the commit, you should do the preview changes. Ideally, oh, it's showing internal server error. I have created one allow policy NAT one, so there is some typo, and allow internet I have created. Okay, what configuration I've done, it's showing here, and we have option to preview changes. I don't know why it's not appearing here. So it will show you means whatever the candidate config and running config. So whenever we do any kind of configuration, it goes under candidate config. Candidate configuration is kind of draft. So it draft that changes. And once we do the commit, it go to the running config and it's come in the effect. So let's suppose if you have created some policy, until unless you will not do the commit, it will not work. Okay. Now configuration is done on the firewall. That is only needed. I'll quickly do the configuration on this router and then we'll do I'll check the internet access. No, enable conft interface G0 by 0. I'll simply assign the IP address is DHCP. No, sir. Interface G0 by 1. And IP address is 11.1.1.2, 255.255.255.0. No, sir. Now I'll create the return permit 11.1.1.0, 255.255.25. I'll explain what I'm doing. IP NAT by 0 is overload. Do right. So router config. So on internet, why on this router, I have only assigned the IP. So whenever I'll be doing lab, so I'll explain how we do the configuration on router, what is the configuration on the switches. If I'll create the VLAN here, I'll explain how we create the VLAN on the switch as well. So you will guys completely get the complete visibility how we configure in the production. So let's suppose I want to test the ping. I went to configuration mode. So what is the command I need to run? Do ping. So it's working. And I want to check with the source IP 11.1.1.2. From source, it's not working. Do so run. I'll quickly check that interface IP net outside and okay. This is IP net outside. This is IP net inside. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. No. Here I'll be while creating I had to give the 11.1.1.0 0.0.255. If I'll run the ping, it should work now. Yeah, it's working. Do right. It's done. Now we'll come to this PC. Here I'll assign the IP each from this subnet 11.1.1.10, 10.1.1.10, ncpa.cpl. Is 10 dot what is the IP of here? I need to put 10.1.1.10 255.255.10.1.1.1 8.8.8.8. If I'll try to ping 8.8.8.8, it is pinging, and if I'll try to access now, internet is working. And if I'll try to access any of the website, google.com, it should work now. And if it is not working, let's suppose ping is working, and if I'm trying to access some website, it is not working. So what could be the issue? 29.43. So now IP 29.50. Okay, so I'll take the putty 29.50 and I'll show you the log. 192.168.29.50. Admin @123. Parent change 14 bold. Okay, show session all. Here all we'll see the all the session. Let's suppose it's identify the application as well, like DNS, SSN, or SOAP, all the its has capability. Let's suppose I want to see that in detail. What is this traffic? So I'll capture show session ID 171 if I want to see in detail. So it's always maintain two kind of flow. One is C2S flow and one is called S2C flow. What is C2S and S2C? Hello? Anyone aware about it? C2S and S2C? Sumit?
Client to server, server to client.
Yes, perfect. Client to server and server to client. So whoever is initiate the connection would become the client. So my client machine IP is 10.1.1.10 and this is the destination IP 172.217. It's a Google IP. And what is this one 6? What is this 6? Anyone? It's a protocol number. So by default, protocol number of the TCPG is 6 and UDP is 17. So we can identify from protocol number whether it's a UDP traffic or TCP traffic. Source port is always random 49753 and destination port is 443. Okay, that's how it works. Type is flow, state is active, and this is the source IP. While it's happening, the source netting is happening. So I'll cover that. uh, you can see the and session timeout 3600. It's hold the session for the 36 second. Its has already expired, I think some second. It's 31 second. Okay, this time is all left. You can total number of packet layer 7 packet 15 packet count S2C is 18, which VSS is using, application name, which rule is matching, what is the NAT rule name, each and everything you will get it from here. Okay, even you will see the detail of the ingress interface and egress interface. What is the ingress interface, egress and ingress? Ingress from here you will seeing ingress is one by one interface. Okay, so one by one means traffic is getting in into the firewall is from one by one. Egress means getting out. So it's going trust to one trust zone means it will enter from here, it will get out from here. So you will see the this interface. Okay, that's how we create a policy and do that. Now what I want to allow everything. Yeah, let's suppose I want to allow everything and I want to block Facebook, Instagram, and let's suppose YouTube should be. I want to block Facebook and Instagram. How we can do that? Again, I have to create a policy, correct? If
Correct.
you want to allow or deny anything in the firewall, you have to create a policy. So again, I'll come here, CLI, and how we can create it. Who can tell? Somasundaram, you are already working on firewall. You can guide me. Block
Sorry, I didn't
FB,
get that. Yes.
YouTube. I block FB and Insta something. So I want to block Facebook and Insta. As of now, everything is allowed. If I'll come here, if I'll try to access Facebook, it's allowed. If I'll try to access Instagram, it should be also allowed because I haven't put any restriction on traffic. Now I want to block Facebook and Instagram. How I can do that? I'll come to the machine source zone. Again, source is from trust zone. If you want to specify the source address, you can give that. In production, we always give the source IP, but I'll cover it later. Destination, I'll give the trust zone. In application, I am saying Palo Alto Firewall is a next generation firewall. It not only understand the traffic, it understand the fire application as well. So it has list of fire application firewall. So let's suppose if I'll do Facebook and YouTube, Facebook and Instagram we had decided, correct? Insta. So I'll block Instagram. Okay. Service any action I want to deny that. Okay. Logit session start. Will it block the traffic? If I want, I'll go to the PC and try to access. Will it block? Still, it's accessible. Why? Even I created to block Facebook and Instagram.
Because we have to commit.
Yes. So whenever we create something, we have to do the commit. And that commit is I have not done, but still it will not block that. Why? If we'll do the commit as well, it will not work. Let it's Anurag Prakash, correct?
Yeah, right.
Okay. But still it's not blocking. It will not block. We'll see. It's 99% and it's almost done. If I'll come to the user machine, I'll try to access internet. You'll see it's still working. It's not blocking. Why?
The first rule is allowing all the traffic, right?
Yes, first rule is allowing all the traffic. So whenever Palo Alto or any of the firewall do the top to bottom approach, first will match the first policy. If it is allowed from here, it will not check the second policy. From this policy only, it will allow the traffic. If we'll go to the log, show session all, let's suppose Facebook 602. It is it's identifying the following traffic and matching from allow internet rule. Allow internet is the first one. So what we have to do, we have to push it up. Means first we have to give the block policy. So now it should commit the traffic. So let's see. Now it's done. If I'll come here, now it will not work. And if I'll come to the Instagram, if I'll try so Google, if I'll try to access YouTube, it will work. Okay. So that's how if we want to create any policy allow or deny, we can. And if I'll come here, show session all, and you will see if Facebook is getting discarded. So 660 now it is session is getting is discarded. Okay. So that's how we can block. So based on the requirement and request, we can block that. Okay. Let's suppose we have here we have I'll create a DMZ. Let me create this DMG ready first. Anyone having any query? If you want to see the log from GUI also, we can see it from the monitor and go to the session browser. In production, you will see from the traffic, but here if you want to see, you can see from the session browser, trust, one trust, source IP, destination IP, source port, destination port, what is the application, which policy is matching, ingress interface, egress interface, how many byte got exchanged, what is the virtual system. Each and every detail also you can get it from the GUI as well. Now let me, I was trying to configure this one, VIS04. I'll make it as a DMZ server.
Varun, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
In the policy, you change that priority, right? How we can change that one? First, we allow the blocking rule.
Change the priority means I created means by drag and drop you can do that also.
Oh, drag and
Uh,
drop, right?
and even one more option. Let's suppose you have selected the policy, which policy if you want to drag and drop, and if you'll
Hmm.
come to move here, option is
Hmm.
move top, move down. Move top means let's suppose if you have thousands of policy, if you'll create move top, so it will go to the top. If you create a move
Okay.
up, so one by one means ladder wise. Let's suppose you are at 9 position, so it will go 8, then 7. So like this move top, you can do that. Okay. And also we
So
have option
after
to
moving,
drag
we
and
have to
drop.
commit it.
Yes, every time whatever you are doing changes, you have to do the commit.
Hmm. Okay.
Now
Correct.
I'll configure the DMZ server. Hostname is DMG server, and I'll give the IP address of this DMG server is I interface G0 by 0. IP address of this interface is 192.168.1.10.255.255.255.0 dot no sir IP route 0.0.0 0.0.0 192.168.1.1 default route I want to say. Here we have one extra dot, and here we have added one extra zero as well. IP HTTP server, I enable the HTTP services here. Enable password each one. Do right. Okay. So it's done. And now what I want from this machine, I want to access the DMZ server. What I need to do? As of now, if I'll come here on this PC, if I'll come 192.168.1.10, it will not work. Even if I'll try to ping will also not work. Why it's not working? What I need to do? Anurag,
Management profile.
management profile. What is the management profile? Management profile is only used to allow some services on the interface. So let's suppose here if I have assigned 192.168.1.1, if I want to ping that interface IP from this machine, that only needed management profile. Here from this machine, I want to access this server, DMG server. So in once I was explaining when I was explaining the concept of intra-zone policy and inter-zone, what we have discussed, two different zone is always deny. We have to create allow policy. Okay. So we don't have policy. Do we have any policy for the trust to a DMG? Do we have any policy here?
No.
So we need to create a policy for that. And how we create? I'll come here, allow DMG services, something like that. You give the name. What would be the source zone?
Trust zone.
Yes, trust zone. And what is the IP of the trust zone? Let's suppose I'll give the IP this time
I think you
10.1.1.
selected untrust.
Okay, I'll rectify. Thank you. I need to select trust zone. If you select wrong zone, it will not work. So from this machine, I want to go to the, what is the destination zone?
DMZ.
Correct. And destination address is 192.168.1.10, means destination IP address. I want to allow HTTP. Yeah, let's suppose I want to create some services in TCP. As of now, I'm allowing HTTP and action is allow. Okay, and I'll do the commit. So now policy I have created? I have created, if someone is coming from trust zone from this machine IP and want to go to the DMZ zone and destination IP is 192.168.10, and if he want to access on port HTTP, it should be allow. Okay, that I have selected. Now let's see, task is completed. Now I'll come to this machine here, and now if I'll see here, you can see that it's a prompting 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and it should, I should get the access of DMZ server. Now I'm getting access of DMZ server. Correct. Earlier it was not accessible. If I'll try to ping should also work. Correct. But ping is not working. Why ping is not working? Anyone? Anurag, I created policy.
Mhm.
Ping is not working.
Because we've only enabled HTTP service.
Not enabled. In policy, we only allow HTTP service.
HTTP. Yeah.
So that the reason, and here you can see that my source IP is from trust zone, destination IP is 192.168.1.10, protocol it's using 6, mean TCP traffic, destination port is 80, source port is 49002, and here if you will see the S2C, that is reverse. Okay, so now source was 10.1.10 and destination was 192.168.10. Now it's become ulta, reverse. Correct. Source is now 192.168.1.10, and this one is destination now. Protocol is 6. Source port was earlier, destination port was 80. Now source port is 80. So that's how sync and hack happen. And this is the rest of the detail. And if you want to see the rule, which rule is matching, allow DMZ services. So I want to allow ping as well. So how I can do that? Let's suppose I want to allow ping. As of now, ping is not working. So you can create a separate policy. Yeah, within a same policy, you can allow the ping. Ping, and let's suppose I am allowing web browsing. Web browsing. So based on the requirement, we can create a policy. So these requests come from the application team. Means it can come from the application team, any user, and all. The based on their requirement, we create a policy. Still not working. Why? Because in policy I forget to delete this one, because it will only allow the services port 80. Ping work on the protocol number is 0, and it work on the ICMP packet. So now I have allowed ping and web browsing, and it should allow. I done this commit. Why it's not aligning? Yeah, sorry, it was taking something. So here you can see now ping is also allowed. So based on the requirement, earlier I had only allowed the HTTP. Now once I added ping in the policy, it's getting allowed. Do you guys have any query from today's session? So session timing would be the 8 to 9:30 at 10 on Saturday, Sunday till one of the weekend batch is going on. Weekdays is batch going on. Once it will be completed, I will shift this batch to the weekdays. Okay.
The classes will be in available for weekdays also, right?
Yes.
Okay. Same time, right?
No, it's 9:30, mainly 9 and 9:30. I'll update you the timing.
Okay,
But
sure.
tomorrow I will connect at same time.
Okay.
Anyone having any query? Related to timing and all, we can discuss. Okay, if there is no doubt, so we can drop. If you guys have any query, you can stay on the call. Else we'll close the session. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Thanks for the session.
yeah, so as of now, I'll one more thing. One second. Somasundaram, if you want to drop, you can drop already since you have already done the enrollment. So for the rest of the people, in this is the combo batch where I'll be covering F5 LTM plus Palo Alto. Okay, from basic to advanced Palo Alto in 12K only.